Welcome to Antigua, Cap. Hope your voyage here was a...
Good day, fair lady.
Ah, a gentle... Call me Grace. Perhaps you've heard of my father, the famous... A pirate. How it... And now we have the honor of welcoming...
Never heard of this Bongard. But the Thorn Coast, is that where they live in huts made of dried dung?
Another ignorant, ill-mannered and foul-mouthed pirate. How typical.
Wait, did I say something wrong here?
Well, if that's as much as an apology as I'll get from a pirate, so be it.
This other pirate...
With the Admiral. Shouldn't just... Perhaps you'd like to spend some time with me?
Seems nice.
If by nice, if only some rich and dash...
If you don't like it here, you could always leave.
And risk all kinds of dreadful forms of molestation. You mean when every low rogue in the place isn't making improper advances to me?
In her case, it's probably only improper if they aren't paying up front.
I'm fortunate that the good Admiral guarantees my safety.
How gentlemanly of him to take such a close interest in a young lady's virtue.
He is indeed a kind and generous man.
Only that he must indeed be a kind and generous fellow.
Listen, Sunshine, don't fucking push it or I'll have him string you up by the balls.
Drop the act, sweetheart. We both know you're no lady. Only Bongard of the Thorn Coast I ever heard of was a one-eyed pimp who got stabbed to death for cheating at dice.
Clever little bastard, aren't you? But a pirate? Why do I get the feeling I'm not...
The Admiral.
Surprisingly, a man of honor even. He founded this place and appointed himself. To him, the creed is the most important thing he...
How will...
Ah, Captain Slayne. He really knows how to treat a lady with respect. He can steer a course towards my harbour any time he wants.
How's business?
Terrible. Slim pickings all round. Other than Captain Slayne, you're the only half-decent prospect to arrive in ages. And no offence, dear. Still, if you're looking for the company...
Well, maybe not now, but...
But maybe not ever. He's spoken for.
I am? I mean... I am.
Yes, that's always how it is, isn't it? The good ones are usually taken.
Well, I'm sure you'll find someone soon.
Here.
You don't think much of the local men, do you?
This lot, most of them don't. That loser Bill the Gate. But does he ever have... Or there's the Smith, Wilson, another one of my... I might even be interested.
I see. Listen, about that Smith, Wilson...
That penniless... he sent you here, didn't he? Typical. He sent you here to beg on his behalf. What are you?
It couldn't hurt to ask, could it?
I'll show you something that will hurt. How dare you, sir? I'm a lady. Fallen on hard times and need to make extra cash. How ungentlemanly.
I thought we could help each other here.
Yes, there's a name for men who use women the way you...
If you had a word with him and it...
Well, perhaps. 1,000 gold and I'll be willing to forget this slur on my honour.
1,000? Just for...
Yes? You were going to add some ungallant and impertinent remark?
Me? Never. Perhaps there's a way we can help each other. After all, I do hate to see a lady in distress.
Keep talking, I'm listening.
Well, it's about our mutual friend Wilson.
I like the sound of this.
That's enough, Slayne. We had a deal. I kept my part of our bargain, now it's your turn.
You'll get your tribute in time. Right now, though, all I can give you is the booty from my last raid.
A deal's a deal, Slayne. You won't squirm your way out of things this time. If your honour's worth anything to you, you'll settle your debt once and for all.
Honour. You're always droning on about that. It really is getting quite boring, you know. I don't have the sacrificial knife here, and shouting at me won't change that.
Think I can't tell when you're lying? What if I have my men search your ship? How long before they found the thing hidden away somewhere on board?
Careful, old man. Don't pick a fight you can't win.
You're threatening me in the city I built. I control everything here, as you're now finding out. Think about that, while your ship's planks grow moss, and whatever water you've got left aboard her turns foul and undrinkable.
Old fool, can't you see we're all running out of time?
The trade embargo will remain, Slayne, until you hand over the sacrificial knife. That is my final word.
Well now, if it isn't the new captain. Looking a little green around the gills there, sport.
You were expecting me?
I saw your boat. Not a bad little tub, I have to say. Can it be true that Steelbeard let you join his crew?
It's true. In fact, he gave me command of his vessel, just before he died.
Impossible!
Everyone's always surprised.
Steelbeard was always the strongest of us. If Mara was too strong even for Steelbeard, things are worse than I thought.
No one's invincible.
That bitch Mara, she'll pick us off one by one. She'll wait and then strike when she's ready.
You're a hard man to find.
You were looking for me, then?
Steelbeard used his dying breath to send me in your direction.
Ah, the old dog was always full of surprises. I'm honored. Smart of you to look for me here, in Antigua. Although I have to say, you got lucky. I'd have been back on the high seas before long.
But Alverez won't let you leave.
Eavesdropping, were you? Bad show, sport.
I could hardly miss it. I'm here to talk about an artifact, the sacrificial knife.
My artifact, you mean? All right, let's talk. But not here. Better we speak aboard my vessel. Follow me.
So,
You wretched bilge-bag.
the...
So, here's the latest scrote to roll.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I bade you welcome, my boy. Settled in nicely.
Be careful, I don't...
Just about.
Good, good. We'll discuss your promotion soon enough. It's rather empty here in the captain's house now that Steelbeard is food for the fish.
I heard about your dispute with Slayne.
Yes, Slayne is not to mince words. Someday he'll learn, even if I have to keep him mouldering here for years.
pushes your buttons, doesn't he?
I've seen many a captain wrecked on the rocks. Slayne is as unyielding as a sucking octopus and not much more intelligent. I hope you'll learn to be more reasonable, boy.
What's your beef with him exactly?
Sometime, especially if you don't know where.
You mean the sacrificial knife, right?
Slayne has no idea of the power he holds in his grasp. The knife is a terrible weapon, but it'll take a lot to make him see the light, assuming it's not too late already.
You know that Steelbeard's...
Yes, a terrible loss, but he died with his boots on, as they say. When you stepped into those boots, boy, you took on more than... So, let us celebrate your
I'm honored.
Indeed you are. You have become one of the last pirate captains of the southern seas. You bear a great responsibility. So, join with me, and let us...
I don't want to make a song and dance about it.
You don't? I suppose times have changed, alas.
Did you know Steelbeard...
You can say that. Back in the day, His daughter here was just a little girl at the time. To celebrate each haul, we'd go whoring in every port on the southern seas.
Yeah. Too much information? Some things I'd sooner not know.
But there is more to the buccaneering life than booty of whichever type. There is the creed.
You do love your pirate traditions.
There's nothing like...
Can't argue with that.
You have no... The rules of the... They keep us and bind... Embrace them if you want to be a... The Black Book of the Creed lies on my desk in the council.
I will.
Good.
I want to fight Mara.
That does you credit, but what I'd really like to know is how you propose to fight her.
With the sacrificial knife.
You'll need more than that, my boy. If you face Mara with the knife alone...
So what do you suggest?
You must finish what we other captains began. It has fallen to you to correct our mistakes.
What was it you did?
I sent Steelbeard and his fleet. Steelbeard and the 3 other captains under his command took the 4 Titan artifacts from the temple, but in the process they woke a monster and damned themselves forevermore.
Water Temple?
A lonely old stronghold in the sea, a terrible, dangerous place, as we soon discovered.
And that's where Steelbeard got this curse of his. The curse he passed on to me.
Yes, you will bear the curse as long as Mara lives. You and the other captains, too. Each of you is cursed in a different way. Each of you may yet share Steelbeard's fate.
Where is this Water Temple?
That I do not know, my boy. Steelbeard alone knew where to find it.
Yes, that sounds like Father. He never shared a thing.
That is one of the reasons I made him Captain of Captains.
I see.
Do you?
How did you come up with the idea of
Steelbeard heard about it on one of his raids. A native told him. Under the thumbscrews, I think.
Shame your native didn't go on to tell him what might happen there.
That's the trouble with thumbscrews. Once the thumbs break off, there's nowhere to go.
What else do you know about...
Mara sent her the sunken ones. Crow and Garcia surrendered to her.
I surrender to no one.
You talk but Mara has already turned 2 cats. And as Steelbeard's heir, she... Don't underestimate her.
What do you know about Steelbeard's...
The amulet of the...
Do you know where I might find...
Are you...
Well, if you don't want me to find it, maybe I'll go and box badgers or something instead.
I ask because this is no... All I know is Steelbeard hid the amulets. Before you say it, Scroat, no, not up the cabin boy's... He hid it in Garcia's treasure hoard. I don't know how. Less still where exactly Garcia's treasure is buried.
Guess the first thing to do is find Garcia.
Garcia will be found where there's profit to be had. Come to think of it, it's not surprising that Mara was able to turn him. The money-grabbing bastard had already sold his soul 1,000 times over. Mostly to merchants from Caldera, if I remember rightly. Some of his contacts there might...
Let me go on the hunt with Slayne.
You and Slayne, you arrogant... There's not a brain cell between you. You'll find nothing but death.
No, go on. Tell us what you really think.
No. So long as Slayne refuses to fulfill his part of the deal, his ship...
How am I supposed to fulfill my obligations if you won't let me?
You bollock-headed fool! Disregard the creed and we're doomed anyway. Slayne has the dagger, and he will bring it.
And what do you propose I do until then?
I'm sure there are other things that need taking care of. Or perhaps you think you're able to take on Mara regardless.
Well...
Do as you please. Slayne had better stick to the deal, that's all.